strong.
Hello everyone, welcome to this video on the Is-haq Oloyede Doctrine of giving equal opportunity to blind candidates for admission into higher educational institutions in Nigeria. I actually had it initially as the Is-haq Oloyede model because a model that the whole world has been acclaiming since 2017. But this morning, I got a mail from Professor Olufemi Balogun, former Vice Chancellor. He did very well at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abuja, who is our Benin coordinator. I just saw something in the mail, said equal opportunity doctrine. I said that's a better word. So I then changed this thing to Is-haq Oloyede Doctrine of Equal Opportunity. I set up the group, JAMB Equal Opportunity Group, and I'm pleased to represent them and to present to you how this doctrine played out in 11 centers nationwide in 2021. The 11 centers: Abuja, Ekiti, Bauchi, Benin, Enugu, Jos, Canon, Kebbi, Lagos, Oyo, and Yola. So stand by, my people. See how Is-haq Oloyede Doctrine played out in these 11 centers. How God helped us to play it out. So this is the story of how the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board Equal Opportunity Group, Professor Is-haq Oloyede OFR FNAL Doctrine, how it played out. So let's begin with the membership of the JAMB Equal Opportunity Group 2021. So this is the list of the 41% group. I'll just scroll down. If you want to see them in more detail, you can pause your video and check out these persons. As you can see, it's an eminent team or group of professors. You see professors all over the place. Now, Mr. Fabian Okoro, Director, JAMB ITS, is our coordinator. He did very, very well. And because he's associating with professors, I think we better make him Associate Professor Fabian. Let me put that in bracket. Oh, sorry, that's it. Associate Professor Fabian Okoro. Because it's associating with professors, so that's why Associate Professor. And then Mrs. Basira Agbabiaka, Secretary, very, very dutiful, efficient, and highly productive secretary. As I stated in the opening, we have 11 centers. Abuja Center is coordinated, which covers the states, as you can see, by Professor Sonny Ododo, CEO and General Manager, National Theatre. Ekiti Center, covering the states, coordinated by Professor Rashid Aderioye, former Executive Secretary, National Commission for Nomadic Education. Our Bauchi Center is coordinated by Professor Salisu Shehu, Vice Chancellor, Istikama University, Sumaila, Kano State. Benin Center by Professor Olufemi Balogun, former Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, who is enjoying now in Benin, offering national service to a state, Edo State. We are very proud of you, sir. Enugu Center is coordinated by Emeritus Professor Mosto Onoha, past president of our Nigeria Academy of Science. Jos, coordinated by Professor Muhammad Nasiruddin Meturare, former Vice Chancellor, IBB University, Lapaya. Kano, by Professor Muhammad Yahuza Bello, former VC of Bayero University, Kano, and currently the Pro-Chancellor and Chair of Council of Maitama Sule University. Kebbi by Professor Asabe Kabir of UDUS, that's Usmanu Danfodio University, Sokoto. Lagos by Distinguished Professor Peter Okebukola. Oyo, Professor Tawhid Adedoja, former Honorable Minister of Sports, our former Honorable Minister of Special Duties, great man. Last but not the least is Yola, covering Adamawa and Taraba. The coordinator, Professor Muhammad Yakase of Bayero University, Kano. As you can see, GEOG 2021 is an eminent persons group. Now let us dive into the heart of the matter. How the Is-haq Oloyede Doctrine of Equal Opportunity was put into practice in the 11 centers. How should we begin? I think charity begins from home. So I'm going to begin with the Lagos Center. Thereafter, we go in alphabetical order. So how did it go in the Lagos Center? In the Lagos Center, we have a good photograph at takeoff. You can see the officials here seated, a few of them standing, and then you have our candidates here. Group, wonderful group. Now, this is the English being delivered, being examined, and you can see our candidates well spaced out. This is the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos paying us a visit. You can see he's a very humble man, and this with a team of officials. The other officials are up in the room, the VC and the others, and this when the markboard and stylus by Professor Is-haq Oloyede was presented to the package was presented to one of the candidates, and these are some of these candidates using the PC to do the exam. Now the VC of Lagos visited us, as I mentioned. They gave us a very interesting speech. Let's listen to the Vice Chancellor.
Is having so many meanings today. But he said because of the law that he has for you, he has to come here to say a word or two to you.
Professor Peter Okebukola for the wonderful job he's doing concerning his exam. And I want to also thank him for always being there for me. Welcome to Okebukola. Thank you very much. The staff of JAM and every one of you that are involved in this interaction with the students. I want to say good morning to every one of you. The director of this Standard Institute, the only thing is that you cannot get another salary increment. If that is possible, with the compensation giving this money to the Okebukola would have increased your salary. But I know that you are going to be back, and I still have place to. But I want to thank you for the job you are doing here. Congratulate you for being part of this exercise. 2, I want you to see yourself as champion. Don't see yourself as a failure in life. I want you to know that there is a reason for everything. I'm saying there is a reason for everything. And God created you for that reason. He himself will take you to the zenith point. And you get to that zenith point in the name of Jesus. You have come for this exam, do your best, be the best, and see that God will see, get you through. If there's any one of you coming to the University of Lagos, I want to assure you that we have the best facility for our students. For your information, for those that we see as indigent students, because we are one virtual now, by next session, university, through the support of university friends, we are getting tablets for every one of them. We will be able to use that facility. Also, we are talking to the friends of the university for our indigent students so that they will be able to support them and they will have their education done here seamlessly so that they will not be thinking about paying for accommodation, paying for school fees, and all those things. So if there is any one of you that you have applied to the University of Lagos, do your best, and I want to assure you that the
Thank you so very much, Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, Professor Toyin Ogundipe, for those heartwarming words. I gave some remarks to the candidates at the start. These are excerpts from the remarks.
Welcome to the 2021 UTME for blind candidates. This is the Enugu Center. I'm not alone here. I'm with a team of officials, professors in different subjects, and we have a chief examiner here, also Oloyede. We have the coordinator, the global coordinator of all the experts, Dean of Education of NASU, Professor Tunde Owolabi, and all the Professor Okebukola, a former Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council. I have all of them. So I'm happy to let you know that the 2021 UTME is going to be, by God's grace, a huge success. You see it? You also know that who is the registrar of the joint admissions and matriculation board? Who is the registrar? Shout his name. That's it. Professor Oloyede. Can you all say that together? Is Professor Oloyede a good man? I'll tell you that he's a wonderful man. Because since he assumed office as registrar, chief executive of JAM, he has been making efforts to ensure that every candidate has a level playing field for admission. And he set up a group in 2017 called the JAM Equal Opportunity Group. What did I say? JAM Equal Opportunity Group. We're here, the Lagos people are here. We are in 11 centers all over Nigeria. And what they asked us to do, what they said we should do, is that we should put you up in a very good hotel in Lagos. Have you been put up in a good hotel? Okay, he said we should give you food. You know that before you leave here, you should be 2 times your weight. Oh yes. Now, you had dinner yesterday, didn't you? You had breakfast this morning, didn't you? Very nice. And he told us something that to give you what he has called transport supplementation. Can you count for him? Your transport. And we want to be interested in this. You know, your slate and stylus is a tool. It's a combination. It's a tool combination. A tool that is important for you when you get into the university. And you are directed that when we finish the exams tomorrow, we should give each one of you a slate and stylus. Can I get a slate and stylus? The one that is marked. You have something here. Stylus here. Very limited edition. It's not the other one. This is limited edition. Can you say that? Of slate and stylus. You will see presented by Registrar JAM, Professor Is-haq Oloyede, June 2021, through Lagos JAM Equal Opportunity Group Center. You like this? Yes. Yeah, we clap for him. I clap for him.
After the welcome remarks by the center coordinator, we swung into action and we began the administration of questions. You're going to see a very short clip of how we administered the test papers.
It is on the notice boards that the university will resume next month. Option D, the news that the university will resume next
That was Professor Atolagbe, Professor of English, administering the use of English test paper. At the end of it, we made a presentation of state and stylus and gave the candidates transport supplementation allowance on behalf of Professor Is-haq, the JAMB registrar. Did you know that these candidates paid less than 5,000 naira for the form? And Professor Oloyede and his JAMB people accommodated them in a hotel in Lagos, gave them transport supplementation, gave them stylus, fed them also fat. So God will continue to bless Professor Oloyede and JAMB. Now let's see a clip of the presentation of state and stylus and the transport supplementation allowance at the Lagos Center. We'll wrap up Lagos Center by appreciation to Professor Is-haq from one of the candidates.
Professor Oloyede, I am using this opportunity to say a very big thank you for your caring and opportunity we have from your hands. We are very grateful, sir. God bless you and reward you.
Wonderful.
Okay, before we finally leave the Lagos Center, let us ask ourselves, are we making progress with the Oloyede Doctrine of Equal Opportunity, ODEO? Wow, that's coming up with another acronym, ODEO. You know, in Latin, Deo is God. So this thing is blessed by God. Oloyede is blessed by God. And this JOG, Equal Opportunity Group, is also blessed by God. So are we making progress with ODEO? Might have pronounced it, I didn't say Odeo or we have to do a pause here. ODEO, oh God, ODEO. Yes, we are making progress because you see, the standards of the questions are the same across the regular and our candidates, the blind candidates. So they are the same. We use the same questions as the regular. Well, don't let me use the word regular. As the cited candidates, we use the same questions. So the same questions used across the board. Well, the blind candidates are admitted on their merit. So there's no lowering of standards because none of them is admitted below the national cutoff mark. When JAMB sends the national, the national policy meeting, you say the cutoff mark as 160. None of our candidates are admitted below that. So it's equal opportunity. And the number of universities that we have admitting our students are increasing. Number is increasing. More degree awarding institutions are showing keen interest in admitting our candidates so long as they are suitably qualified. And in 2020, just look at them. Look at the universities that have admitted our candidates. Oh, you think this is all 16? No, we have 29 degree awarding institutions that have admitted our candidates, the blind candidates. You can see the plural, the personal pronoun plural that I'm using, our, because we have fitted ourselves into this mold, blind candidates. Now, for us to have the this thing running quite well, we got to have the a geog research and development team has to be in place, and this is expected to be established very soon. And my idea, of course, we're meeting this evening. Today is July the 3rd, 2021. We're having a general assembly, general meeting of all the geog members, 41 of them. We should establish a geog research and development team. I'm going to be proposing that it should be made up of the center coordinators, as well as our own coordinator, the coordinator of geog, who is the ITAS director in JAMB, associate professor, because associating with professors, Mr. Fiban Okoro, to be among us, so we can provide empirical basis for audio and publish such data. And then we need to develop homegrown strategies. You see, we have moved beyond where we were in 2017. We are getting ICT into it little by little. So we want to have international best practices to be visible in our operation, in the administration of the UTME to blind candidates. So we're going to be working, quite assiduously in the coming years. Now let's move to the Abuja Center. Abuja, oh my goodness, these are the brilliant candidates. The Abuja Center at the National Open University of Nigeria, and you can see Abuja coordinator, our one and only Professor Sonny Ododo, and members of his team. Yeah, you can see him welcoming the candidates and some officials around here, and I think this registration area, and you can see himself is at the heart of it. Professor Sonny Ododo, doesn't just delegate; he delegates, and he also leads by example. So these are the candidates, taking the UTME, and you can see the only winner of the Nigerian National Order of Merit (NMOM), Professor Olu Obafemi, a juggernaut in literary matters, a juggernaut in the arts, a juggernaut in the humanities. That's here. There is a member of the JOG team in Abuja, and the other members are here, and of course, our coordinator. Let's go to the Benin Center. The Benin Center, as you can see, is administered by Professor Olufemi Balogun. The history of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, where Professor Balogun was Vice Chancellor, will not be complete without showing the giant strides that he made as Vice Chancellor. So this kind of thing in Benin is just a child's play for him to be administering this thing. But you see, he has come down low to our level, to my level, Peter Okebukola, the level of Peter Okebukola, to be able to join us in doing this thing. And I tell you, he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it because he's a man who loves the people, a man who loves the not so privileged like him. He loves to, he's a people's person. So that's it. That's Professor Balogun here, along with that's him here, and the other and the candidates. So we have them, the candidates at Benin Center, and these are the officials of the Benin Center. And you have the expert who's reading the questions to the candidates. I'm just wondering, Professor Balogun, is this New York, the UN headquarters, or the Senate chamber, the Red Chamber in Abuja? This is lovely. Oh, these are Benin students, they enjoy you. All right, so you can see them busy with their papers. All work and no food, though, with empty stomach. We know that go fit pass exam. You can see Professor Balogun fed them quite well. Of course, they were all well fed in all the centers. Let's go to Kebbi. Kebbi, you can see the beautiful banner welcoming everybody, and then you can see the candidates here with a brochure well printed. And these are the officials. I think they're marking. Yes, they're marking here in Ekiti Center. And you see them with their slate and markboard donated by Professor Is-haq himself. Equal opportunity doctrine. That's it. And these are the officials too. So let's listen to Mama Professor Asabe Kabir, her wonderful woman, brilliant woman, who is the coordinator for the Ekiti Center. Mama, fire on. Give us the stuff.
The JAMB registrar is very optimistic that you are all going to pass your exams. And he's very optimistic that you are all going to get admission into the university. And that was why he decided to give each and every one of you a slate and stylus, so that when you get admission into the university, you will have something to use in your academic pursuit. So, what do we do to the JAMB registrar? And we give him a round of applause.
Oh yes, wonderful. Round of applause to JAMB registrar. Thank you, Mama.
Convey this to him, and we'll have. I'll call Professor Malemi Umar Temple to help in the distribution of this.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, Ma. We'll go on to the Ekiti Center, where we have the brilliant students from Ekiti and Ondo states here. You can see them, and the nice banner that Professor Adiri, Professor Afizo Adushu, and Professor Adeshina put together. So that's let's listen to Professor Adiri speak to us. Awfully sorry about the audio quality. That's the quality we got from the Ekiti Center.
Yes. What is pray. So for every one of you, you will go home with this. Now, no, we told you that in addition to that one, the registrar is generous enough to supplement your transport to and fro. And I can say that some of you, those who came from the direct, they spent only 400 naira. Now, we will be giving you and your life. You will take 4,000 naira to cover your transport. Transport money. He has done, and I pray that God continue to bless him in Jesus' name. And in order to show our appreciation, we are really happy for what he has done, and we pray that God will continue to enrich his pocket in Jesus' name. On behalf of all the Jambites, we appreciate the register. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, these are other photos from the Ekiti Center. That's, I think, one of the officials reading out the items to the students. That is the slate and stylus, and that's the Ekiti Center. Let's go to Enugu Center. Enugu, wonderful place, cool city. You can see there beautiful banner adorning the venue. And oh my goodness, look at this well laid out venue. If Benin was the UN headquarters or the Senate chamber, now this must be somewhere in New York. Oh, this is great. Good. Well done, Professor Mosto Noah. Well done, Professor Ochenze. Well done, Professor Monday Joshua. This is very good. So you can see the Enugu candidates well positioned, and they're looking very serious for a serious matter. Now that's one of the officials with the candidates. So let's go to Jos. Jos, beautiful city of Jos, taking care of the Plateau, the Jigawa candidates. So we'll see the candidates here. That's will this be Jos? Yes, this is Jos Center. Yes, it's Jos. Excuse me. So you can see the candidates. This environment is something else. Very, very conducive. They were going to get 400 over 400 in this place. with this kind of ambience. So Jos Center sent us this video, which is very good. So let's listen to it. It's a summary of it all.
Can we pray to the Almighty in our individual faith? By the special grace of God, you will be successful. You are all comfortably seated? Okay.
Yeah, let's move on now to Canon Center. Canon Center, you can see this, the officials, our indefatigable Canon Center coordinator, Professor Muhammad Yahuza Bello, former immediate past Vice Chancellor of Bayero University, Kano, and currently the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council of Mitamak Sule University. Well, I'm very proud of him. Well done, sir. And that's it. That's the VC there.
Question number 12.
Yes.
The objective of a price control is to. The objective of a price control is to. Option A, make planning impossible. B, increase exploitation of consumers. And C, prevent fluctuation of prices. And D, increase fluctuation of prices. Question number 13. A function of the price system is in the area of. A function of the price system is in the area of. Option A, efficient allocation of goods. Option B, efficient allocation of services. Option C, equal distribution of resources. And option D, efficient allocation of resources.
Yeah, these are wonderful. These are great experts. You can see how he is administering the test paper. It's very praiseworthy. Let's take geography.
In a food chain, the first level which makes use of abiotic components of an ecosystem to obtain mineral and nutrients for growth is known as A, herbivorous, B, autotrophs, C, carnivores, D, omnivores. Question 23. Two major factors that account for population growth are A, natural increase in favorable climate, B, artificial increase in available infrastructure, C, natural decrease in soil type, and D, birth and death rates.
Yeah, you will see that Kano recruited some of the best minds in these subjects. Let's go on to history. By the way, Kano sent us all the subjects how they were administered, or most of the subjects how they were administered. Time did not permit us to show you all of them, but I think this is history and a few others.
Question number 3. The Kanuri founded the Kanem-Borno Empire known as the A, Saifawa dynasty, B, Enkanem dynasty, option C, Kanuri dynasty, and option D, Ibn Ziyad dynasty. Okay. Question number 4. The famous Korarafa kingdom was established by A, Hausa, B, Fulani, option C, Jukun, and option D, Nupe. I will come again and repeat myself. The famous Korarafa kingdom was established by the option A, Hausa, option B, Fulani, option C, Jukun, and option D, Nupe.
Yeah, that's our Canon Center coordinator, Professor Muhammad Yahuza Bello himself, presenting the slate style. Let's now move to the Oyo Center, and you can see in the beautiful city of Oyo, the location is Federal College of Education Special Oyo. You can see the coordinator here, Professor Tawhid Adedoja, former Minister of Sports. As I mentioned earlier, I can see the officials. I can clearly see Professor Solomon Olorodare, one of the brightest minds in science education in the world. Of course, these are the participants. So let's see what happens. There's a video here from Oyo.
Orthodox. B, absurd. C, rebellious. And D, authentic. Question 22 again. Frankly, I see Hannah's idea as being theoretical. And the emphasized word there in that sentence is theoretical. Now, A, orthodox. B, absurd. C, rebellious. D, authentic.
As you can see, Oyo has some of the participants, some of the candidates using the PC. Very good development. Well, I think this is the session where they are, hey, I did here, I'll give him an envelope. This is good. That's Professor Solomon Odondari. They are getting their presents, the slate and stylus, and then their money. Of course. Okay, I will take the photo. Good. Provost of the college, very, very great man, doing wonderfully well in that college. Because Osman. This is good. Well done, Minister. Okay, I think the rest of this video is about the handing out of the transport supplementation allowance and the status status. Okay, very well done, Oyo Center. We're very proud of you. We'll now go on to the Yola Center, to the candidates. Let's go on to Yola. Yola, you can see our candidates. They are all ready to roll. You know, brilliant men and women. And that is Yola Center coordinator, Professor Muhammad Yakase, taking the floor by himself. I think what I can peep here is that that's the timetable. That means briefing the candidates on what we have there. So this is still Yola. You can see the candidates coming into the examination venue. Yola had a little hitch with the video. If not, you'll have seen the wonderful things that Yola did, what Professor Yakase did in administering the entire process. It was beautiful. I got a win of it, and I'm letting you know that Yola was a huge success. Postscript. I got a mail just before running this up from our Benin Center that there was a slight delay in getting the slate and stylus across to the center before the end, before they send me the video. So I'm told that the slates and the styluses are here and they'll be distributed to the candidates. Oh, what a wonderful thing! Abuja all the way to Yola. We covered the entire Nigeria in the 2021 exercise of administering the 2021 UTME to blind candidates. That brings us to the end of this video, and would like to let Professor Oloyede know that God has destined you for great heights. From me, Peter Okebukola, on behalf of the JAM Equal Opportunity Group, I say bye-bye and see you next time. Bye.